Hello. In this video, we're going to take a look at the technology integration tool called Actively Learn. First thing we're going to do is open up a web browser. I'll be using Chrome. And we need to go to the Actively Learn website, which is activelylearn.com. This is what it will look like when you go to the correct website. Here we're going to sign up. We're going to sign up as a teacher for this demo. Going to create a new account. Okay. Now we are into our account on Actively Learn. And what you'll notice right off the bat is you'll get a pop-up over here asking you if you'd like a tutorial. The first time I logged in, I actually went ahead and did this and spoke with the great people over at Actively Learn, and they gave me some very great insight on how to use their tool. So after you log in, I would suggest giving them a call. It's definitely worth it, and they'll take a look at how it might be beneficial for your whole school. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and close it. Now, each one of these will take you through a checklist on how to get up and going. Throughout their website, they have tons of tutorial videos that really help out with learning how to use all the different parts of their program. For this video, I'm going to show you just the basic get up and running type stuff, but I highly recommend, especially before school starts, go through and take a look at these videos, and you'll find more opportunities to have student engagement in your classroom. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and find content. Now the way Actively Learn works is it is text-based, so you'll find many different books, and they also have speeches, and you can actually upload your own content as well, and you're able to embed questions and many different things into these assignments. So what I'm going to do for this video is go to Find Content, and here you can see it's broken down by subjects, grade levels. You can find it any way you really want to go through. And they do have free and paid books. The way the paid works is you pay a rental fee essentially for your class. There's a minimum of it's either 4 or 5 books to purchase, but anything you create on that book will be saved for you. You just won't have access to the book after the rental time has gone through. So let's take a look at the free titles. And they're constantly working with publishers to get more titles on here as well. So for what I want to do, I'm going to use the Martin Luther King Jr. I Have a Dream speech. I click on the title, and what we'll see here is the Lexile range, how many pages it is. Here's a little snippet of a little summary of what the text is about. And this is an assessment that's already been created by somebody else, so you can preview it or select it, or you can also select text without the assignment so that you can go and create your own. You also notice standards are aligned with it as well. Okay, now that I have selected it, I can either stay in the catalog to go find more titles, or I can go to Workspace. So let's take a look at the Workspace. Okay, here we have adding content, which will go back and get more content. We can assign to a class, which we'll look at that in a little bit. We can share it with other teachers, and we have some more options underneath more. So let's go to the I Have a Dream. Okay, right now we're just in text view. We can also have note summary and question summary, as well as settings. And one of the great things for the students is they can change the light and the dark. And also on the students, they have the option for dyslexic readers that has a font that's much easier for them to read as well. So as we go through the text, if we find a spot that we want to put in a question or no, all we simply have to do is highlight it. And let's say we're going to insert a question. We can align it with standards. We also have the option to do a short answer, multiple choice, or a poll. And we can also add media as well. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Alright, let's take a look at using a multiple choice question. And we select which one or multiples that are correct. Okay, we'll click done here. Let's check out inserting a note on this one. We can also select category for our notes. Okay, now let's go all the way to the end. And what I'm going to do this time, I also want to show you that you have the ability to white out as well. So if you have a text that maybe has some inappropriate words or something that you'd like to leave out of it, you can white it out. You can still see it hidden there, but your students won't be able to see that unless you go back and remove the whiteout. Okay, I also should mention that I am highlighting and not just right clicking, because that's going to just bring up your browser preferences. So you just highlight anywhere in there and it'll bring that up for you. You also have definitions. So when a student is reading and there is a question or a word that they might not recognize, they can simply click on define and it's going to bring it up over here. Now that's nice because that also tracks for you as well, so you can see if a lot of students are looking up the exact same word. Okay, let's take a look at adding a link. So I'm going to insert a link. Now it's going to ask me the URL below. So let's go ahead and put in a YouTube video. Okay, so if we want our students to watch this video, we can simply just paste that in and insert link. we also have the option inside of Notes as well. Go ahead and post that. Now let's go out and sign in as well. Let's take a look at making a class. Okay, students, you can enroll with a class code by simply going to this website, and when prompted they're going to enter in this code. So I'm going to open a different browser window. We're going to sign up as a student. And here, as they're signing up, they have the option to go ahead and put the class code in. Okay, now the first time a student logs in, it wants to give them a tutorial video as well. I'd recommend they do that on their own time. It is very beneficial for them. They kind of learn where everything is at. Okay, as a student, let's go look at our classes. Well, I need to give an assignment. So let's go back to our assignments. Here we go, assign to classes. So I select that. I'm going to give it to the demo video class, assign. There we go. Now we can see the assignment. So now students have the option to toggle the header. If they just want that, they can see notes. Okay, now we start reading. And as we're going through, you'll notice in the lower right hand corner, it's giving a percentage. And here we come to the first question. Now if you notice, I cannot scroll any lower down. This is in your teacher settings. You can make it so the students cannot go forward until they have answered all of the questions. Okay, now students, the teacher can change this option as well, but students, after they submit their answer, they can view the responses of other students as well. And if they like their answer, they can give it a like, as if they were on social media. Another option for students is to highlight text. They can take a note and they can actually share it with class. They can post it, and then the other students can see this and start a conversation about what they think that's about. Now, if the student privately just wants to have interaction with the teacher, they can hit the part that they don't understand, and they can click I don't understand. Your teacher has been notified that you need help with this passage. Okay, let's take a look at defining.
Desolate.
So the students can hear it. Or they can click on Hear It Here.
Engage.
And it will read it to them as well. Now if we took a look at the settings, here we can see that. We can also have paragraph numbering. So the teacher can direct them which paragraph to go to. And this is the readable font for dyslexic readers. That can be toggled on and off. And you can also change the background color if you'd like. Okay, let's keep going. And here we can see this is the note from our teacher. Okay, scroll down a little bit further. Here's the other note where we can watch the video.
Every valley shall be exalted. White men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
And here is the link that we put in as well as a teacher. And that will go directly to the link itself. Okay, now that we've seen it on the student side, let's go back to the assignments and we can see grades as well. So far they've answered all the questions. And let's go ahead and sign out. Okay, now on the teacher side, we have a notification up here that we have ungraded. So here we can see the response from what do you think he means by a term bankrupt here. And we can give it incomplete, basic, proficient, and advanced. You can also set up rubrics as well to help you with grading all of them. Okay. Also, what we can see here, this is the grading, and we can look at performance data as well. We can see that the student demo has been working for 3 minutes, and we can see their question progress as well by just hovering over the progress bar. If only one was answered, this would only be half as long. We can also see the proficient and basic responses. And here we can see the response to my note that I put underneath responses. And then over here is the I don't understand flags. And that's going to pop it up right there, and we can see the student that needs help with that. So that is Actively Learn. It's a real basic introduction. Like I said earlier, I would highly recommend that you take a look at all of their tutorial videos. This is a very powerful tool for you to use in class, and this video was just to get you up and running pretty quickly. That's all I have for today, so thanks for watching.